Give me that foul, boys. See, that's how you do it, okay? You need to, like, draw a quick foul. Okay, wow, that's just sad when, you know, it isn't one of the two best players on, I think, I don't know who number 11 is, but it ain't Lonzo or Zion. Okay, oh god, I have free throws, and of course it's like the worst type of free throws because I'm the away team, but I still made one of two. I'm still almost 10 points in the quarter, or in the half, which is my goal. I'm a pure playmaker. No, I'm playing my career right now, just trying to just get the grind on. Because I need to rank up my guy and get him to like an
What's up, boys?
85.
Yo,
Could
what's
you,
up? You guys playing NBA?
Isaac, do you know the other guy? Yes, please.
You have me added. No,
I
no,
know I
no, no.
do. Yes, Isaac.
No.
Yeah, honestly, I don't like that kid. He used to go to my school, and then he left, and then I left to go to high school, and now I don't have to see him ever again, which makes me happy. Alright, pick and roll, pick and roll. Alright, pick and roll, and miss a three, right? Yeah, I was really bad on that. Yeah, I got a rebound. I was really covered. Yeah, I know. Like, in the other game, you just got badges. Like, you could get badges through every couple games. But Hall of Fame badges were hard to get. But in this, you could realistically just go for one badge, get to Hall of Fame, go for another badge, Hall of Fame, like that. Like, the first badge I'm getting Hall of Fame is 100% gonna be Ankle Breaker. Because that one is, like, the best, in my opinion. That's my favorite. It's gonna be that. I'm just kind of going with, like, you know who Chris Smoove is? Yeah, I'm kind of going for Ankle Breaker. Then I'm gonna get Quick First Step. Um, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna get like one for shooting. I want to get like kind of a deep range one, like one for kind of deep range Jedi type stuff where I can shoot good threes. I already told you about my, oh yeah, you already know 100% about my Kyries. I just been so excited about them, but I haven't uploaded any photos of them. I just realized that dog took a giant deuce in my room. In the corner. Alright, yeah. Wait, how far in do you need to be to get like the alley-oop? Like how long do you need to be in before you can pick your own practices? Like, you can pick your own things to practice. In November? Alright. Yeah, I know. Which is gonna be exciting because I like doing my own kind of thing. I don't like having to be like, alright, you know, this one. But yeah, the alley-oop one where you have to toss the alley-oop, and the one where you have like 3 teams of 3 are my 2 favorites. So what team are you playing for now in my career? Because I know you got traded. I thought you got traded. Why? Because they're 10 times better than the Raptors in this game. Like, they have D Green, They have what? Yeah, because really their only point guard right now is like no one. Yeah, Rondo, who's like skill level to me is like a -5, okay? I'm kidding. He's really good. He's good, but he's a hated point guard because of like the whole thing where he gave the one team like I thought it was because he gave one team like 10 minutes. I think it was like the Celtics. Did he play for the Celtics? Yeah, he gave like the Celtics 10 minutes to make him a better Lakers. So he got an offer to Lakers, and he was like, yeah, Celtics, you only have 10 minutes. Make a better offer than the Lakers, or I'm dipping and becoming a sixth man. Like, that's pretty much exactly what he said. He said, and in my opinion, that was the stupidest idea he could have ever made, because first of all, the Celtics could have given him a huge starting role as their point guard, and B, the offer for the Lakers was not a starting position. It was a sixth man. Like, he just became a starter for the Lakers. Boom, baby! I just dripped a 3. That was on a Damian Lillard, by the way, that I dripped the 3 on. Alright. Yeah. Also, if you want my opinion, if you're trying to get, like, points, if you're, like, kind of failing at field goals and stuff, because you're like me, a good idea is to always go for the side steps and back steps. Because if you go for, like, a quick side step, that's going to be, like, they'll notice it, that you're going for the side step, but they'll always, because it's the CPU, they're going to be delayed on it. So you not only have a completely wide open shot at this point, but it's an easier shot. Yeah. What position is contact finisher in? Just finishing? I have one playmaking badge and I'm trying to get a finishing badge. I think, no, my next one is shooting. I was able to hold off Damian Lillard for a bit, but I have 16 points, so that's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Now, you know what I have to say about that? I wish that it was like, instead of you getting just like, alright, you got a finishing badge, you can upgrade your finishing to like 1. You can upgrade one finishing move. You can upgrade, you know, one finishing move to like silver or gold. Like, you got multiple upgrades depending on how your performance as a player was over the time that you grinded for that. So say you were dropping like 50 points a game and you finally got a defensive badge. Because your thing was so good, you got like 5, you know, potential upgrades on it. Like, you get like 3, 4 defensive badge upgrades. Or you could get, like, since you've been doing really good at shooting, you can, it just gives you a random amount between 1 and 10 based on how your performance is. And if you get 10, then you can literally get 2 Hall of Fame badges and like a silver badge. I just got an attribute. Why is this attribute upgrade available? What does that mean? Does that mean that you have to do something to get attribute upgrades? Like, what do you have to do before you can actually acquire those attribute upgrades? I know, but I did that, and then it's like available. Does that just mean that all your like a few of your attributes have just been given available upgrades? right, hold on. I need your opinion. All right. So I have one available upgrade for shooting. Which one should I do? I'm between. I have none on shooting, so I'm between Deadeye and difficult shots. Maybe flexible release, but yeah, that was one that I was going for. Cause like reduces penalties suffered from mistimed jump shot releases. So that means, what does that mean? Like that if you miss a jump shot, then it just reduces how bad your jump shot's gonna be, or it reduces how much trouble you're gonna get from your teammates. Yeah. Dude, I'm pissed. It isn't giving me any more shooting upgrades. My best thing is a 75 at free throws. So that kind of sucks because my mid-range is a 69. And my three-point is a freaking 64, which is horrible. Alright. So, I need your opinion. Should I go for a finishing, a playmaking, or a rebounding attribute right now? Like, alright, so right now, I can't upgrade block anymore because I'm short. D rebound is not too bad. O rebound, not too bad. It's really between lateral quickness and perimeter defense. But at the same time, I can clamp. But I'm going to go, since I'm a slasher at this point, I've pretty much just turned myself into a slasher. I'm thinking I'm going to change that, and now I've decided I'm going for a finishing badge. Or for a finishing upgrade. I'm going to upgrade my driving layup, because, of course, I'm trying to get some driving layups. Right now, my marketability is a B-. Not looking good. Alright. Make one limitless. Wow, you just only have one daily bonus. Let's do a quick team practice.
Michael Jordan versus Trash Talker moment. Also, remember, this was 1996, which means that Michael Jordan was not only established as the best player in the world, he had also gained the reputation of an incredible trash talker and as someone you do not want to trash talk ever. Seriously, it was basically an unspoken rule at this time to not trash talk people. Trash talker moment. Also, remember, this was 1996, which means that Michael Jordan was not only established as the best player in the world, he had also gained the reputation of an incredible trash talker and as someone you do not want to trash talk ever. Seriously, it was basically an unspoken rule at this time to not trash talk Mike because if you did, he was going to make you bet. With that said, for whatever reason though, maybe it was the first basketball game he had ever been to, this Cleveland Cavaliers team decided to start trash talking Jordan after he only had 6 points in the first half. And if we're being honest, what the man was actually saying to Jordan was pretty mean. He was saying things like, Michael, it's the shoes. Go back to the old ones, you were better. Which isn't exactly the most creative trash talk in the world. But again, any amount of trash talk to Michael Jordan was enough to make him go off. The best part about this particular trash talk, though, was that Mike pretended that he didn't hear. Then, after hitting this shot, the trash talking fan would watch in shock as Mike started pointing and yelling at him. From there, Jordan would absolutely take over, and after only scoring 6 points in the first half, would finish with 29 and a commanding Bulls lead. It was then that while sitting on the bench, Jordan stared at the fan, made sure he got his attention, pointed at him, and then shushed him, which honestly was just good advice. You don't trash talk Michael Jordan in anything. It's never going to end well. And speaking of things not ending well, I've already talked about this story in another video, but maybe you haven't heard it. If you have, it's still amazing, as in a game against the Utah Jazz, Michael Jordan would throw down a vicious dunk over John Stockton, a man who was shorter than him. So when running back up the court, Jazz owner Larry Miller decided to yell at Jordan and say, pick on someone your own size. On the very next possession, Mike would do just that, as he would dunk on 7'1" center Mel Turbin, turn around and shout at Miller, is he big enough for you? What a sack. And at the court, Jazz owner Larry Miller decided decided to yell at Jordan and say, "Pick on someone your own size." On the very next possession, Mike would do just that, as he would dunk on 7'1" center Mel Turpin, turn around and shout at Miller, "Is he big enough for you?" What a savage. And number one, Blake Griffin is better. Now, this doesn't really fit into this video's concept, but I had to make an exception because this was just incredible. We are in the first round of the 2014 playoffs here, and the Clippers are playing the Warriors on the Clippers home court. Now, normally on your home court, you expect a ton of fan support, but Blake Griffin would get unlucky on this night as a Golden State Warriors fan was sitting courtside and was trash-talking him non-stop. Now, like I said, this doesn't exactly fit into
Alright,
this
so
video,
try
because Blake did not get revenge.
many shots as you can from the corner. Okay. So I'm gonna work on a lot of the shooting right now, cause as you guys can see, I just got a shooting badge. So what I kind of do when I finish a badge and upgrade it is I will be practicing that badge for a very long time. So, a free throw golf, 35. So take 3 shots from 5 different locations beyond the arc. First one off dribble, pull up forward left. Alright, pick and pop. 10 possessions to set a pick on the defender and pop to designating Mercer. Take the shot, setting a successful pick, +1. Alright, 20 attempts from the deep 3, and then from the top. So I'm going to do from the top, and then a little bit of contested mid and long range, and then yeah. Because of course, I'm trying to get my 3-point badges. I want to get some of them good ones. So 20 attempts, 3-pointers from the top. Now of course, if you guys don't know, 3-pointers from the top are much easier for anyone to hit, rather than the NBA or just in like a little league basketball team. The reasoning of that is because 3-pointers from the top, which is, if you don't know, pretty much just the area right in the back court, or kind of like, you know, right where I am, right beyond the arc, and you're facing towards the back of, like, you're facing the backboard, you're not facing towards like the side, like as if you were just running down the court, okay, and you just rained a 3 on them, okay. That would be considered from the top. And so the reason why it's easier to shoot from the top area is because if you shoot from the corner per se, you have less odds of actually hitting it, due to the fact that from the top you have not only the net, but you can also have a perfect visual. And if you shoot just about too hard to make a swish, then of course that means that if you are attempting to make a swish, well, you can if you shoot just a little bit too hard, then you can still, you know, hit it off the backboard. So pretty much, corner, the reason why I'm not a huge corner guy in real life or in video games is because if you're in the corner, it's harder to hit the shot. In this game, you practically need to make a swish, okay? So you're gonna need to, instead of, you know, being able to shoot it and then just making sure you know, like this, like, you still have the very wide open backboard to shoot at, alright? But when it comes to hitting a shot from the corner, you don't have any backboard whatsoever. Alright, you have no backboard that you can really aim at. The main thing that's going to be your backboard equivalent is going to be one small area, and that is called the rim. Which, you note that the rim is only about maybe 2 centimeters thick. I don't know the exact dimensions of a backboard, or of a rim, sorry. But I know that it's not very thick. It's pretty thin, unless you're one of those people who has a double rim, in which is the thicker rim, which I guess I would say is where a lot of the dunkers would practice their dunking, because then they know that they aren't going to ruin a perfectly good basketball net by breaking the rim, even though the rim isn't your main concentration on, you know, making your shots. It's actually the backboard that you need to worry about when you're playing a game like that. When you're just practicing casually, destroying people, posterizing. Alright, somehow I've made so many straight 3-pointers from deep, by the way. Alright, last one. And let's see if I can rain a... Alright. So, no. To sum it up, though, you need, like, when you're shooting it from, you know, anywhere beyond the arc, like, the main area, like, you need to think about that. If you're shooting from the corner, you have that thin area. Now, depending on where you are in the corner, if you look over here, right here is probably the best shot you're going to get if you want to consider it the corner. But if you want to look at where it's considered the corner, it is this general area. Now, as you can see from here, if I just call for a pass, alright, as you can see here, my shot area is not that big. Now, you could also consider this a 3-pointer, because your player is, of course, in-lined with, you know, the side of the net, the corner of the net. Now, this general line between, you know, the outside and the backboard, or the outside and kind of the general area, like this kind of general area. Now, this is probably the second best place you're going to shoot from, is this kind of general area. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that, and this is basically in real life type of style, that area has kind of a slight opening to the backboard. But this area is considered a corner still, and this is the best area to shoot corner threes. Because not only is it, because as you can see, 3-pointers are actually quite, like, they're closer to the net than these. So that's why these ones are harder to shoot. But right here, it's a lot easier to hit, because not only do you have the advantage of having the backboard, but you also have the 3-point, like, you still have, like, you know, you're closer to the net and you have the backboard. So that's kind of my overall opinion. However, you don't have as much of the backboard, because then you're going to need to hit, like, the corner of the box, but won't be too hard compared to others. LSK is actually a huge YouTuber, if you didn't know. I guess.
This game actually returns a twist. However, he would get the ultimate revenge, and with the game tied, Warriors fan who was trash-talking Blake. The best part about this, of course, is that he would get the ultimate revenge, as with the game tied, Blake fouls out, and then, as he's complaining about the call, he has a cup of water in his hands and throws up his arms in disgust. When this happens, the water goes flying out of the cup and right onto the Warriors fan who was trash-talking Blake. The best part about this, of course, is that Blake never looks at the Warriors fan, so he was able to claim that this was an accident and he received no fine or any type of suspension. That was key.
I knew it was him. Hilton, look at it. Hilton, you could see it. Okay. Threw up his arms. No. Oh no, and he was showing off his arm. He was looking at the scoreboard. Okay. Alright guys, I'm thinking at this point I want to go to the next team that I was gonna do, which is gonna be the Lakers. That's gonna be my next team because they need a point guard. They need a second point guard, which of course not only is a 6-man but potentially a starter. They would need a starting point guard, which of course I might not be full starting caliber. I could definitely, you know, just steal Rajon Rondo's position as, you know, the starting Lakers point guard if they need a real quick point guard. You know, I'm the man. Alright. I'm wide open, Payne. Alright, well that wasn't as open, but you know, I was still open enough to the point where I was able to shoot the ball and get it. But yeah, I'm going to request a trade to the Lakers if they are interested. Which, God, I hope they are. Because they lost their best point guard, gained a superstar, and I just realized that Seth Curry is on this team. Because I watched the video earlier, and now I don't even know him guarding him. I think that we're guarding each other. I think I'm currently being guarded and guarding the second Curry brother. Hello. Hey, Easton. Knowing that this team has like every chance, considering the fact that they have Luka Doncic, the rookie of the year last year, and Kristaps, the huge Polish guy that is like one of the best. I don't even know if he's Polish, but the huge foreign guy who looks insane, who's a 7'3" power forward, which is taller than a lot of centers for those of you guys who do not follow positions, and in general the NBA. Kristaps averaging more points per game than I do friends. Here's the thing, if you finish a season, like your first season, before the NBA season starts is that you don't really know who's in the Rookie of the Year. It could be Jean Morant, it could be Zion. So,
Got his revenge and
yeah.
stayed on the court for the Warriors in 7 games. And there we have it, guys. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel and you love the NBA, make sure to subscribe. All I do is make NBA and basketball content. If you like basketball, you're not gonna want to miss it.
Okay. Let's go. 10 points before the half is like my goal. But once I get to like the regular season, or like not regular season, but 6-man, I think I already am, but once I get to a starting role on the team, that's when it's really good. Let's go. That's a big thing in this game is drawing good fouls. Like if you can find a point where you can draw a foul on him. I could have done two things there. Either tried drawing a foul, which I did because I'm desperate for points, or I could have done another thing, which was I could have full-on attempted to break his ankles, which is unlikely considering the fact that he's, you know, I only have one ankle breaker badge, and that's bronze because, believe it or not, you know, finishing badges, every single badge in this game, no matter the type, is extremely difficult to get, and especially if you're going for an ankle breaking badge, which means, if you don't know, you have higher odds of the guys going the opposite way, like getting either messing up and like going the wrong way. So they're running left, you're running left, but then you stop and go right quickly. They have a higher chance of going left more for another like second than they do of actually following you. But once it's Hall of Fame, then you're gonna be like snapping ankles left, right, and center. Okay. Alright, you know, I have 63%, which is like my best percent all season. Except for a time when I never did score my first shot. So, like, the one time that I scored my first shot, which was never. Now I'm bringing it down because I'm shooting more. Wait, Kristaps speaks... I did not know where Kristaps was from, okay? Unless they mean they both have a second language being Spanish. And their third language is English, which would be so much more confusing. Because I think that Kristaps is not a Spanish basketball player. Also, that is bringing down my percentage a lot, since I'm facing off against a, like, 6'9" power forward, okay? And he's a shooting guard. I'm getting subbed off here, right? Right. Delon Wright. Alright, so I'm staying on... I'm gonna get on predicting next quarter, maybe. Maybe third quarter, but I feel that next quarter is gonna be appropriate.
And to everyone already subscribed, thank you guys so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know. By the way, if you're still here while the music is videos, I think you are going to love watching. All you have to do is just click that little link that you see. Other than that, guys, again, have a great day and peace.
Driver's license. Freestyle. Void check. You're approved.
If you're looking to get approved on your next vehicle, come to 5-Star Dealers.
Alright, I feel like if my team, I was about to say if they start doing like really good, like almost to the point where they're winning, I'm not gonna go in, but then you know that happened. We're only 3 points down and I'm getting subbed in. Also, I just destroyed him, okay? Like right there. He was just, where was he going? I guess he tried taking me out. Like rather than was blocking me or what? I don't know what just happened there. He's Zach King with a Roblox, and you have an open player, but I mean, I'm contesting him, okay? But then, yeah, Zingas gets in, and it's like, okay, that's a scary move to have Zingas with the ball. That was also a scary move because now I just put my team in the lead. Let's go! Yeah, my coach better be making me a starter if we win this game. Because as you can see, I have almost 20 points. I've only played like 5 minutes. At the same time, you look at my field goal percentage and like, heh, some people has over a 90% field goal in their career. Alright, that was a horrible idea, but I mean, hey, it's only 4% of my field goals, right? But that was gonna say, but then that has a high chance of ruining my team, and then I go like that, and I miss it, and I'm like, oh, I'm so guilty. I hate it when that happens, when you're like, you feel so guilty because you just caused your team an L. Or to lose the ball. I love how they included Puma, though, in this game. Like, even though Puma isn't much of a huge basketball brand, they do make some nice shoes, but they definitely don't make, like, freaking superstar caliber shoes. That's like Nikes, okay? That's the company that makes all the superstar players' shoes, like Giannis. They make Giannis' shoes, they make LeBron shoes, they make a bunch of superstars. Like, the main superstars whose shoes they don't make, like the huge superstars, are Steph Curry and Donovan Mitchell. Like, those are the two easily recognizable. Maybe like Damian Lillard. There's a few, but I don't know their exact players in which who are like, you know, full like other companies. But I do know a lot of these companies, like, you know, Nike, Reebok, whatever companies, have some extremely strict rules on wearing their company's shoes on, like, on other companies' shoes on the court. Also, if they did put me in the last like 5 minutes, in the last like 2 minutes of the game, I would have won. Like, we would have won. Like, we lost by 5. Okay, I need to get out of this city. All right, I need to go like Milwaukee.
This video is brought to you by Zaza Pachulia, who is of course the inspiration for this entire topic after he fell onto Russell Westbrook a few nights ago. Yes, this was a dirty play. Yes, Zaza Pachulia is a dirty player. So what's up, guys? My name is Mike, and today we And as you probably already guessed, we are starting with numbers. Everything Zaza Pachulia does. So again, here we have him falling onto Russell Westbrook. Now, some claim that a leg got hooked in the back of Zaza's leg and then he fell. But I'm really not buying it. I just think that he fell onto Russell Westbrook because
It's how LeBron.
again is a
This is LeBron. I attend an event and I earn a bunch of money. All I care about, okay? I'm hungry, hungry whore. Alright. Let's go to my, progression. The Lakers are showing the most interest in me. Well, that's who's showing the least. The Spurs. Got the Bulls. Orlando. OKC has Chris Paul. Indiana got some good players. Portland has Damian Lillard. Mavericks have... Well, Suns have Devin Booker, but he has some good players. Charlotte has absolutely no one. Rockets have Westbrook. Sacramento, I don't even know who they have. Utah doesn't have anybody good at this point. Golden State has Steph Curry. Milwaukee Bucks have Eric Bledsoe. 76ers have anybody like freaking Ben Simmons. Denver Nuggets, I have no clue. Memphis Grizzlies, I don't know. Clippers, no clue. Hawks, no clue. Timberwolves, no clue. Pelicans have Lonzo. Nets have Kyrie, and they're the second most interested team. And then the Lakers, of course, have like freaking the dude who nobody wants to talk about because of that whole thing where he demanded a better contract from his team, and look at that, ended up putting him like, you know, he's currently, you know, on the Lakers as their starter. Starter, by the way, like he made a starting position on one of the teams that's already predicted to go the best.
and I'm not the only one that thinks this. Almost every NBA star agrees with me. That's about this after the game.
Or was unplugged this entire time. Aw, man. Converting alley-oops is gonna be hard because it's not on the camera angle that I'm used to, but you know. No, you can't change the camera angle from this Garbo camera angle. Aw, man. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of walk up with him and then I'm gonna start running. Alright, I think that really all that matters in this drill is that I convert it no matter how I convert it. If it's a lay-in or if it's like, you know, a full dunk. All I know is that I need to score in midair. Game! Alright. Pop. Alright, 4 out of 10. Not at all good. That isn't even 50%, but you know what? Maybe I can get a badge upgrade on this. Alright. My real upgrade is playmaking. Alley passing is my favorite. Okay. My goal is to get 10 out of 10 on this. I mean, Shaqtin was like, you know, an all-star now. So converting an alley-oop should not be too hard. Consider the fact that he can probably at this point posterize LeBron James. Okay, that's a little bit stretched there, but he can easily posterize tons of all-stars. He probably can't posterize somebody like Kawhi or Giannis, but he can posterize a center almost guaranteed. At least one center. I want to see him posterize at least one 7-foot tall guy. It's like just in a practice, he absolutely destroys Marc Gasol's career. It's like, where's Marc Gasol's career at? Oh, it was in the hands of Pascal Siakam in this exact moment.
With that said, one play in particular trumps anything he ever did. So just take a look here. Spurs versus Timberwolves. Wally Zerbiak spots up for 3. He's open, and then what happens? Why does Wally fall? While watching the replay, we can see that Bruce Bowen jump kicks him in the helmet.
It's defensive and rebounding. Lockdown. Alright, pick reaction. Protect the Tim. Chase down. This is my favorite one. Alright. For defensive. As you can see here, it says a countdown timer. And pretty much it's getting passed to a player such as Matt Thomas or OG Anunoby in this case. And pretty much I have to run down and chase them down and attempt to not let them score any sort of points. In this case, as I said, a defensive stop. So I get 1 point if, say, I just completely block them. But I get 2 points, or I get 1 point if I just stop them from, like, getting the basket. If they still get the shot off, then that doesn't count. But if I can, like, completely reject OG or Matt Thomas, then I get 2 points. This is kind of pissing me off, though, since usually I can get at least 1 block on this. But in this point, they're literally greening and only dunking. Now, usually it's common for them to dunk, and I can block dunks, but it's like, for them to start just completely, like, for me to have -5 speed at this point is, like, really weird. Okay, like, my speed was increased a lot, I think. I better get a defensive stop on this. Alright, it's passed to Matt Thomas. How are they 10 times faster than me? Well, that was a waste of a drill. If that was my last one, I'm gonna be pissed too.
What is happening here? What excuse did he possibly make for this? I'm not sure what he could possibly say, but the most insane part about this was that during the actual game, he did not get a flagrant foul for this. It was only after the NBA reviewed the footage that his foul got reclassified to a flagrant. He also was not suspended and only fined $7,500. The NBA was a very different place in 2002, man. Side note, I like to think that Bruce.
Okay, so. Okay, so I have to. I see, it's one of those wheel moments where you have to, like, kind of try and make sure they don't score. So in this case, it's Marc Gasol. I have to pretty much just kind of avoid him from scoring the ball. Of course, it's impossible when your players have 99 shooting. Okay. So there, that was what a stop looked like, I guess. So a stop is kind of just making sure that the ball isn't in the net at the end. And then a block is, I'll try and get one here. Okay, it's Marc Gasol. I can't get a block on like a 7-foot dude when I'm 6'2". Okay, like I'm shorter than Steph Curry in this game, okay? But pretty much what a block will look like is just you jump up, smack the ball out of the dude's hands, and make sure that he doesn't score because of the fact that you just rejected him and ended his career in one sweeping stroke.
Cohen was actually taking karate lessons during this time, but he was doing it on the down low, and this was his way of telling his teammates, look guys, I'm out. Poor timing, but I'm sure they were impressed. Number 5. How is this fair? So right now, we're going back to 2007, where the number 2 seed Phoenix Suns are playing the number 3 seed San Antonio.
Progression.
And as you can see, Phoenix is up 3 with the ball. Shot clock is off, which means if
Alright, so finishing.
next year, you're probably won't. And Robert Horry knows this, and so
Alright.
he just
So let's see. So boost the ability to make layups and have a high degree of difficulty. Or they'll have a high. Alright. Increases a chance of a player successfully backing down. Reduces penalty for poorly released layups. That's gonna be good. Improves the ability to convert contact layups and dunk while in traffic. Boost percentage of layups moving across the paint. I think I'm gonna go for either consistent finisher or acrobat, because these ones are like, you know, if you go for a layup and it's crappy, then it's like, you know, but this one is like, if you have a contest, I'm going for this one because that's like if you have a triple contested layup. Hold on, can I still upgrade one? No, but oh, that's how many you've earned total. As you can see here, though, I love the ankle breaker. It improves likelihood of freezing or dropping an offender during dribble moves. After that, I'm gonna go for Dimer, which boosts the shot percentages for open teammates on jump shot after catching a pass. Or, I'm thinking, oh yeah, quick first step provides explosive first steps out of triple threat and size up. So. And then this defensive, I'm going to go for clamps, which means that if they are on the perimeter, say it's like Damian Lillard, who, if you don't know, is like a huge guy in that situation. 5 and 8, wow. But if it's like Damian Lillard, who can easily play the perimeter, I can easily clamp him and make sure he doesn't get points. I'm not even gonna lie, Cash Nash, he's a huge player.
tackle Steve Nash into the sideline? I've got to say, guys, personally, this is one of my most hated things. When you just break it down to its basic core, it's just being a sore loser. Like, what did Steve Nash do to Robert Horry? Other than beat. Anyway, Robert Horry, again, decides to tackle Steve Nash. Now, going even further with this dirty play, this game's actually become kind of a historic moment in league history. Because while watching their teammate get checked into the sidelines, Amari Stoudemire and Boris Diaw both took one step onto the court, but then stopped and were
Against Miles Bridges. We have almost an identical mid-range. Mine's slightly better. He has better post defense, but I have better rebounding. He's good at inside scoring, 3-point scoring, and athleticism. Oh, God. There's a reason why I'm going for clamps next. Monk. Alright. Score it, dude. Score it. Challenge you. Alright, alright. Yep. Now, get it back. Alright, now I'm gonna go over here. Pass to Siakam and go for... I was going for a freaking assist and I was hoping they would get and one on that. But the good news is we scored the first points. Clamps there, buddy. I got some good clamps. Alright. They got their first points of the game. Give me that! Foul! That's what I always go for, guys. If you don't know, what you should always go for, especially when you're in a home game, is go for a quick foul, okay? The reason why I want to go on the Lakers is not only because they're good, but because that they give me more potential. I know I will get a starting role on this team. Now, I hate how they actually did increase. Like in 2K19, to get badges, it was pretty simple. You had the same old, same old. You would play a game, whatever you do good on, whatever badges you made progress on, you would end up getting progress for. But in this, it's like you get progresses, but then you have to pick your badges, which is, yes, a great thing. You can pick it. You can get it faster, you can get fully upgraded faster, but the thing is that they aren't letting you upgrade it instantly. You can't get the Hall of Fame version quicker. Because you have so many that you're going to want to do. His name's Bacon. Hollis Jefferson, wow. Hollis Jefferson, that's the last time I'm passing the ball this entire game unless I'm forced to. Flexible release, so that was smart to get that. Like you guys said, it's when you need an acrobatic finish, so. Or it doesn't mean necessarily acrobatic, it just means that you need a clutch finish because, you know, you're on a big man like this, and you just need to get a quick lay-in. Now, of course, in this case, whenever a player shoots, the team will always kind of go back. Like this, he started going back early. Just because he knew if he missed it, then the odds of us rebounding it were higher than of them. And then, also, because, you know, if he hit it, then they would need to go back, get on defense before it's too late. You missed it. Wow. I passed it directly to you. Rozier. Give me that foul. Ooh, and we got into extras. Which is good, because whenever you have home court advantage and you have extras, I don't know if you guys know this, but you actually have like a 10% higher chance of making free throws if you have a home court advantage. I don't know if it's exactly 10, but you have a higher chance of like, it doesn't mean that, yeah, you have a higher chance of getting a better release. No, if you have a horrible release, you still have a higher chance of making the shot. Or you have a higher chance of making most shots home court, but then at the same time you have home court pressure, you have home court advantage. Same old kind of idea. Okay, there is a smart idea, guys. If you have an ankle breaker badge, here's what I'd strongly recommend. Okay. If you have, you know, bronze, silver, gold, even Hall of Fame ankle breaker, go one way and then bring it the other way and then go for a layup, because of course not only because of the fact that it gives them a higher chance of freezing, it's still like 50% of the time if you have bronze or silver they'll, like 25% of the time they'll freeze, but then if you have a Hall of Fame, like 99% of the time they will either A, freeze, or B, they will completely stumble. And if they do either, then you can easily go for a layup, because their whole team will be like, oh my damn, like they'll be kind of like, holy crap, he just did that. And then you can just run up, get a layup. Now of course there is going to be the like 50% of the time, like you have a 50-50 shot of their team doing something. As I saw there, ankle broke him, and I proceeded to run up and back. Boom! I just destroyed him on that. Like, I got a steal. Now, of course, I need to get more assists, because I'm not getting as many assists. But maybe if I go in the Lakers, since I have AD and LeBron, two superstars, like all-around superstars, I will get, like, I'll get better defense. Alright, Clamps would have been a good idea, or Clamps is going to be my thing.
No matter what the reason, you get suspended for 1 game. Of course, there was a huge outcry about this, because this was all Robert Horry's fault, and the Suns players really didn't do anything. But the NBA didn't care. They suspended Robert Horry for 2 games, and Amari Stoudemire and Boris Diaw for 1. This was huge, because at the time the series was tied 2-2. But then the Phoenix would lose Game 5 because they lost 2 of their best players, and then they lost Game 6 and the series. So in a way, I guess for the Spurs, you know, they love this.
Alright. This whole half, I'm gonna go for a lot of assists. So yeah. Dwayne Bacon. He has a really good three-point shot. Boom. I'm gonna go for 15 points maybe, but then maybe 5 assists, at least 5 assists. That's kind of interesting though, how Puma makes basketball shoes. I'd like to see them sign like the next big thing. Maybe they should sign Zion. Oh. Now the odds are if Zion has like 3 options, Nike, now if he has like 4 options, Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, and Puma, he's gonna pick the company with a higher value overall. He's gonna pick Nike. He's gonna be like, you know what, I want to sign with Nike, okay? And you know but you know maybe he'll just say yeah Puma, because of course not only is that making him like a rookie and the first person to ever sign with Puma, that gives him a higher chance of not only getting partial owner stake in the company, but also getting a signature shoe quicker, because you know, like, let's base off the odds. Okay, Puma's never really been into basketball shoes. I don't think they have any player signed, as far as I know. If they get a superstar like Zion, or a predicted superstar with high potential in the NBA like Zion, then that means that they have a good player, stuff like that, who can really kind of advertise. And if they give him a signature shoe especially, oh, that's gonna make their company skyrocket. Like, the reason why Under Armour, in my opinion at least, is currently one of the big basketball brands now, it's because of Steph Curry. Okay, now I'm not gonna say Steph Curry made the brand, alright? I have tons of friends who've used Under Armour shoes before Steph Curry was a huge thing. I even used a lot of Under Armour. Didn't wear any Under Armour shoes. I don't even think I've ever worn a pair of Under Armour shoes. I might have tried out a couple of pairs. I've looked at them, but I've never thought of buying them, because, yeah. But Under Armour is a very solid company when it comes to making shoes. But the only reason why they're a huge basketball community nowadays is because Steph Curry took the brand and actually is a partial owner, owns part of Under Armour. And if it weren't for this one huge player, you know, having a huge shoe deal, now even partial ownership in the company, this company wouldn't be as big as it is right now. Of course, like I said, Steph Curry makes a couple signature shoes. A bunch of people start buying Steph Curry shoes. A bunch of people start seeing that Under Armour is a huge company now that they have Steph Curry. A bunch of people start buying Under Armour. And then it's like, you know, a bunch of people see, you know, Adidas wasn't a huge basketball company. Then they signed a couple people, like I think they signed Damian Lillard, and I think they also have Donovan Mitchell. You know, they get these great players, these superstars, these all-stars, these dunk contest champions. They get them just like, yo, wear a couple pairs of our shoes, we'll give you tons of money. They're like, hit me up with some shoes, okay? Like, send me some shoes. Then they'll be like, alright. They sign to a signature shoe. Like, okay, I have a signature shoe now, and that's great. A lot of players are looking for a signature shoe. Now, the thing is that I never even knew that Giannis had his own, like, had any sort of, like, even brewing deal with Nike. I never even thought he had any sponsorship. But of course, Nike's looking for the biggest and, like, the strongest players, the best players to wear their shoes. So overall, it's like he wears their shoes. You know? Like, Nike sponsors him, then they're like, and from what I know, this is one of the quickest from basic boys to like signature shoes I've seen, or from like just a slight sponsorship to like holy crap. I'm very excited to see the next latest and greatest from Giannis in the NBA. I know that Giannis is a huge name nowadays. It's becoming a household name. If you don't know what that means, it's pretty much like it's becoming a huge name in the NBA. He won MVP, and of course, like that's part of the reason why Nike even. Well, I know that they were planning on not releasing, like unveiling them, like revealing that he even had his own signature shoe. They were saving it. Then they revealed during the playoffs and announced that it would be released August 28th, I believe. Or no, like, no, sorry, July 28th. But in Canada, they released like July 27th or whatever. I got them like the day they came out. Alright. Okay, so box on rebound. 10 attempts to box out and grab the rebound. After the shot goes up, opposing rebounders will become increasingly more challenging as you go. You can try to get rebounds as you can. Alright, it went up in the ratings from Matt Thomas, a shooting guard, to Fred VanVleet, a point guard, and a former sixth man for the team. I think they're just mainly giving me point guards right now, like kind of point and shooting guards. They're just giving me the basic guys, the guys who aren't gonna. Alright, now they're giving me a small forward in OG Anunoby. Oh, so you get more points the higher up you go, and the better you do. Alright, now they're giving me someone like what looks like a, small forward, maybe freaking power forward. If that's a power forward, then I'm gonna be surprised. I got 3 stars on that because I caught that last rebound and got to 21 points. That better brought my defense up / rebounding. Now I can get an attribute for that. Alright, now time to well, I guess that just makes it auto pick the drills. I would not be surprised if Siakam gets his own signature shoe as well. But due to my recent games, I've been slashing a lot. I think then. So there are 3 teams. Oh, this is my favorite one. The 3 teams of 3 players thing. In this kind of situation where you have, full court. There's 3 teams, so you start off with the ball, and then you go to like, if you don't. Like, for example, your team scores, you play, but if the other team kind of rejects you, then your run ends. First to 5 wins the game. I got Matt Thomas on my team, which is already a good sign since the team that he plays on usually wins half the time. And I have the center of the team, like the literal center of the team, Marc Gasol on my team, so that's already good. So I took like 2 guards and a center. They did one of those, 2 guards and a center situation, which is one of the smartest in my opinion. Like there's kind of a few main ones that you can go. You can go like 2 guards and a center. You can go like 2 centers and a guard. You can go like really anyway. And oh my dear lord, they just rejected the crap out of him. Alpine. Okay. If Siakam's team scores, I'm gonna be sad.
Number 4, So Petty. but the Heat are up by about 240 points at this time. But for whatever reason, when Lance Stevenson runs in to get an offensive rebound here, Dexter Pittman just searches him out and elbows him in the face. Now, watching the replay, you can clearly see that Pittman sees Lance running at him, turns, points his elbow at him, and just jabs him in the face as he's running full speed. This was such a dangerous play. Horrible things could have happened, but this also proves just how much Lance Stevenson is a boss. He just absorbs the flow and doesn't even fall to the ground. How is this possible? How did you do this? This is even worse for Dexter Pittman. He falls to the ground, which is just pathetic, and you know what? He deserves it. So, congrats, Dexter Pittman. This is probably your biggest NBA moment, being an absolutely horrible person, and I'm glad you look pretty pathetic too. Number 5, Meta World Peace. No, we are talking about Ron Artest here, the man who famously was part of, you know, a brawl with fans during an actual NBA game. I've already covered that topic specifically in another video, so we don't really need to talk about it, but here let's talk about probably the most dirty thing Ron Artest has done on the court. So again, this was a play that some people thought was dirty and some people thought was not, because during a regular season game against the Thunder, Ron Artest drives to the basket, dunks, then begins to celebrate, and does this. Now, I guess watching this in real time and not close up, it could seem accidental, I guess, but I'm...
Let's go, boys. Of course, I'm a playmaker. I'm pure playmaking. Boom.
Come on, Ron would be quoted as dumb Test is done on the court. So again, this was a play that some people thought was dirty and some people thought was not. Because during a regular season game against the Thunder, Ron Artest drives to the basket, dunks, then begins to celebrate, and does this. Now I guess watching this in real time and not close up, it could seem accidental, I guess. But I mean, come on. Ron would be quoted as saying, I got real emotional and excited, and it was unfortunate that James had to get hit with an unintentional elbow. But like, no, watching this slow motion replay, he celebrates, starts going down the court, and feels James Harden with his left arm. So he knows the Thunder player is there. Brings his left arm all the way back, and then smashes it. I feel like
Yeah, that's a dirty play. Alright, 2 on fast break, 10, 7 seconds each. Okay. So this is the pretty basic one that I like a lot. You know, you just kind of have a 2-1 fast break. You have you and another player, in this case OG Anunoby. Then you have, you know, a few seconds to score a basket. It really doesn't matter how many, like how long it takes. You just needs, or sorry, you have to take under 7 seconds. But it really doesn't matter how long or how many times you fail, just as long as you can score. Really, like, the defense is really just there for the sake of being there. And just letting me absolutely green on his forehead. In my pigeon. I feel like you should be allowed 1 rebound in this situation. Like in these. Also, you should be able to, like, alley-oop it. Which you can, clearly, but, you know. Alright, let's go.
it's not a normal thing to see players go swish. Yeah, that like hurt my arm just doing it here. So again, my verdict is dirty. Let me know what you think of the comments. Number 2, Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was a very interesting and hot-headed NBA superstar. For instance, here we had the time that he threw a basketball at Shaq and the two actually began to really fight. Then we had the time that he casually spit on a little girl who was in the center. Here,
Wait a minute, he fought Shaq in real life. Boost the ability to stay in front of the ball. I don't know.
Charles Barkley was a very interesting and hot-headed NBA superstar. For instance, here we had the time that he threw a basketball at Shaq and the two actually began to really fight. Then we had the time that he casually spit on a little girl who was in the stands. And we don't have video of this, but there was also a time where he threw a man through a window. So, as you could probably see, Charles Barkley is a little bit of a character. Now, here we are in the 1994 Western Conference semifinals, a series that the Rockets would win in 7 games, and then the Rockets would have probably remember, because it happened in this video, I've said I do not like sore losers or winners. But I guess there is kind of an exception to this, because you see, the Rockets get the ball back with 20 seconds left and the game is over. The Suns have no chance of winning. When that happens, you run out the game, but for whatever reason, Houston runs their offense, gives the ball to the team, and Chuck is just having none of it and just tosses them to the ground. Was this a dirty play? Yes. Should he have done it? No. Should the Rockets have been rubbing their win in this game? And number one, I hate
Yeah, favorite team, but maybe go for a 10 team.
Anyway, back to Karl Malone, aka
Alright, Serge Ibaka taking that, position. I'm against Markelle Fultz. He plays one quite better than me. He's better than me at 3-pointers, on the other perimeter defense, and inside. But I'm better than him. No, 3. Alright, I'm with Matt Thomas, who's shooting guard, so. I was rejected there. I'm embarrassed. Oh my god, I'm getting rejected. That is embarrassment right there. Okay, I'm supposed to be a huge guy when it comes to making tough shots, but right here I'm just like, ugh. Siakam! I'm trying to get assists on this play, and now you're just like Siakam's good now, but when it comes to that situation right there, let's go for a pick and roll, and then drain a 3. Well, I'm just gonna real quick just simulate the end of this game. Thank the fans. See, that's where you get good news, right? Because right there, it's like you don't want to be like some people, like when Kareem was in the NBA, when he was like really rude and didn't want to be held fans, but you want to be strong, man. Alright, 11 more thousand fans. Logo endorsements, our prospect, 6'2", renegotiate 150K fans. I guarantee, I want to bet, like 1.5 mil fans, or like maybe 3 mil. It's gonna be like, shoe deal.
One of the worst defenses ever played the sport of basketball. If you do not know why I do not like Karl Malone, you can just Google the man. There are a lot of horrible things out there about him. But one that just sums up his character very nicely is that as a 20-year-old, he got 13-year-old pregnant. No, I'm checking the math there, and I don't think that's legal or moral or ethical or that's so gross. And the worst part is, after he gets this girl pregnant, the family does not press charges because they want Karl Malone's money because they're really poor and they need help raising the baby that he created. And instead of owning up to this and being like, oh cool, I'm not in jail after having sex with a 13-year-old, he decides to take the family to court. Again, Karl Malone sucks, which is why it's no surprise that when playing against the Detroit Pistons, when Isaiah Thomas drove to the basket, hey, there's Karl Malone with a nice flying elbow. And down goes Isaiah Thomas. He would need 40 stitches. 40! If you don't think this was intentional, then I don't know. We probably disagree on all.
Okay, that's already looking fast paced. I'm against Trae Young, a guy who can't rebound or post defend, but other than that, he's absolutely phenomenal. Give me that foul. That's very good news once you get, like, you know, a foul. And that's, like, the good thing is if you either A, can draw a foul, or B, just have the ability to kind of use your ankle breaker badge to your advantage, then you can easily get points, okay? If you have draw foul as, like, a higher percentage, if you can get that, if you can get a draw foul badge, then you'd want to upgrade that. If it was like, I don't know if it'd be considered, where it'd be considered, probably be in like finishing. I don't know though. It's either in shooting or finishing, probably. No, it isn't in shooting, but it's somewhere. And it's like, if you don't know what draw foul is, it means that your player is better at being able to successfully, you know, shoot it, but make sure that it gets to the point where when he shoots, the refs will call a foul, which is not a common skill that NBA players can do, because of course there's two things they want. One is points, yet two is not to get hurt. I know very few players who would get hurt in the NBA from that, but you know, if you can successfully draw a foul and not get hurt, I don't think you can get hurt in this game, but you never know. It's like there isn't a thing in this game where it's like, you know, you get absolutely destroyed. So other than that, realistically, your closest thing to getting hurt is like flopping. Jabari Parker. Alright, now this is what you do, okay? You go like that, and then see here. Now, if you're good enough at doing that, like I was not doing so hot in that play. This guy who is guarding me is clearly good at the sport, and of course, I'm not getting his ankles broken. So, having an ankle breaker badge does not really help in some situations, but it does help in some. It's like in the situations in which I was just in, where the player is guarding me hard, and then, you know, like that's why you have clamps, is because then if somebody has an ankle breaker badge, then your clamps will like diffuse it. Depends on what ankle breaker type they have though. So if you have like Hall of Fame, no, I'm not saying if you have Hall of Fame ankle breaker that somebody with like bronze clamps will be able to clamp you. No, that's gonna be hard to clamp. But I'm saying like if you have, you know, bronze ankle breaker, but then somebody has bronze clamps, they'll diffuse each other. So your ankle breaker will kind of diffuse the fact that he can clamp you easy, but then his clamps will diffuse you being able to successfully make him stumble, fall, whatever. Alright. Winning the first quarter.
Whole lot of things because, again, Karl Malone, not a good guy. As you can see as I go on this Karl Malone rant, he has several dirty plays throughout his whole career. The guy was just a dirty player. So if there's anything you take out of this video, guys, Karl Malone. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe with your viewers on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm telling you, if you love the NBA,
Okay.
you will not want to miss.
No. I don't know if in real life it's like you have to play 10 games with a team before you can request a trade. Unless they just trade you, play out. Or if it's like, you have to, you have to be a serve. But, in my opinion, you should be able to just be like, you shouldn't be able to be like, anytime, yo, I want to leave, you know. You should either be able to have a large amount of authority and position on the team, such as 6-man and above, or play a bunch of games, know if you like the players, okay? And the players can even request you to leave because, say, they don't like you. Which is going to be common if you're, like, a bad player. Okay, if you're a dirty player who no one ends up liking, then yeah. Alright, so here I'm going to show you how the ankle breaker badge works, alright? You like this, go like that, don't run into the player. So let's see if I can do that again. No, I'm just going to go for a quick, you know, mid-range jumper. I think that overall, if a player rebounds and proceeds to score, that should count as an assist. Alright, now, I know all you guys will have different opinions where it's like, oh, if they shoot it though, touch the backboard, so it resets the shot clock. But if they like, air ball it, and the defender catches it, or, sorry, an offense catches it, even if it does touch off the backboard, technically, it's like, yeah. It's just like, you know, like, just, you know, like, just, you know, like, boom, he's frozen slightly. I had to shoot it there because we had 6, but, oh, well, I shouldn't have shot it there. Okay. I clamped him there. Alright, Boucher. Get it in. I'm gonna go for assist the entire second half if I'm even put in. I'm not just pure bench the second half. Yeah, I'm frozen solid, okay, here. Yeah, this is bad if you have 30% from the field. 3 of 10. That's from getting taken off.
Video, so make sure to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You are awesome. We all know it, and it's always have an awesome day. And cue that music.
out of the city.
Yes. We've been thinking about our future, and we've decided to move our investments to Questrail. That's why.
It's the high fees. We did the math, and over time they're going to eat up 30% of our investments.
If you look at the benefit of my expertise, maybe there's 10 minutes once a year.
We interrupt your sports highlights to bring you this important message. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes has gone chocolatey.
What's up, guys? Mike here, and today we are watching videos of some of my favorites. Yes, those videos are NBA players absolutely losing their minds as they get evicted from basketball. So enough of this, enough speaking for now. We're just gonna jump into the video with number 10, Scottie Pippen. So we're starting this video off hot, and we see right here that the Blazers get called for a foul on Shaq. And you see Scottie Pippen, Trailblazer legend, get the ball and then just casually.
Alrighty. My goal is 10 points and a few assists. I don't know, a lot of NBA players try and get about 20 points a game. A lot of the superstars, a lot of the kind of background players that not many people know about, are like, I just want to get a few points per game. And a lot of the All-Stars and MVP candidates are trying to get over 20 points, maybe a few, like 10 some assists. But then, people like, Westbrook and some players, overall points they have over the season, they don't care if you have 20 points. Their main goal is to average assists and rebounds as well. Their average goal is a triple-double. Now, that's going to be hard being a point guard because point guards play a lot of perimeter around here. Around the NBA, they play a lot of perimeter kind of stuff like that. But it's like, I wasn't aiming for freaking him. I was aiming for Ibaka. I did not think I was going to make that, so I'm kind of happy that I did. Because I'm trying to get some mid-ranges in here. Maybe a steal or two, Trae Young, come at me, bro. Come on, yes, an assist. See, that's a good thing. If you get over 10 points in the game, that's huge. But if you can get over 10 assists, that's an insane thing. Now, a lot of the things that you probably know is that commonly, if a center averages a double-double, it'll be commonly a few points and a lot of rebounds, alright? If you see double-doubles, the position depends on what type of double-double. If it's what I call an offensive double-double, or say a point guard, or a shooting guard, or a small forward, then, it's probably going to be like what I call an offensive double-double, which means that you get a lot of, so you get, assists and points. If it's a defensive double-double, that means that you get a lot of rebounds and points. So you don't get as many of one thing, but you could be a strong defender and still get, 15 assists a night. So how can you better not pass? Just shoot the goddamn ball. Ibaki were wide open a second ago. Yes, an assist. Let's go.
Running into the spin, which might just be the biggest overreaction of all time. I mean, he's so composed, right? But then something just snaps. Maybe he wants a Michael Jordan in his right finally just who knows? All I know is he just goes and hit in section 400. Catch. But somehow, the fact that Scotty threw a basketball into the stands is overmatched by the fact that the Trailblazers gave out dolls of Bill Walton.
Alright. So he didn't make his free throw. Clearly. Coach, put me in. Put me in for the last minute. Like, there's a moment when I know for a fact my team could win, because of course, whenever I'm on the opposite team, won't score quite as many points, quite as many of that, and of course, my team will get a few more, even, you know, my team will get a few more points. So Ray's become a starter, you know.
The Trailblazers fans reacted to the typical Jordan in his left finally just who knows? All I know is he just goes, hey kid in section 400. Catch. But somehow, the fact that Scotty threw a basketball into the stands is overmatched by the fact that the Trailblazers gave out dolls of Bill Walton before this game. And being the great basketball city that it is, the Trailblazers fans react to this ejection by just raining down dolls of Bill Walton onto the referees. And we see Rasheed Wallace, who somehow is avoiding trouble here. He's standing here saying, he's protecting the ref. And then the greatest line in NBA history. Ugly ass Bill Walton. I mean, looking at this doll, yeah, I can see it. Number 9, Rasheed Wallace. Hey look, Rasheed again. And this time he's causing some trouble because he gets hit by the pump fake, then fouls Luis Scola just twice, and somehow gets angry about it. I think he's probably just angry because his road game is just clearly no. Regardless, just after fouling a man twice, he causes a big scene, which is, rare for Rasheed Wallace. They miss the technical foul, and he just screams, "Ball don't lie, baby," which to me is just about the greatest thing I've ever heard. Because Rasheed actually just gets thrown out of the game for screaming, "Ball don't lie." I mean, who do the refs think they are? It's a well-known fact in basketball that indeed, the ball does not lie. And so, because Goran Dragic missed this free throw, that means that the referee's call was indeed incorrect. And so, when Rasheed reminds the world of this fact, he gets thrown out of the game. Refs, man, I'm on your side, Rasheed. I'm on your side. Number 8, Rasheed Wallace. Again, I'm fairly confident that this is the last appearance of Rasheed in this video, which, you know, is kind of a shame. But we see he gets called for a foul right here on Robert Horry, and it's an N1. And here is Rasheed just talking on the bench, minding his own business. You know, the man is a victim, and he gets a technical foul. Who do these refs think they are? But yeah, N1, baby, let's go, Sheed. But yeah, this greatness is short-lived as we watch this happen. Whack, get out. Whack, get out. Whack, get out. Rasheed literally just got thrown out of the game for staring at a referee. For just staring at him. Did not say a word. The man's a victim. One story, though. Apparently, Allen Iverson once received a technical foul and, you know, pulled some AI stuff and was about to get a second one and just gave the ref a death stare that said, if you toss me out of the game right now, there will be trouble. And the whistle just dropped out of the ref's mouth. And he was like, you know what, you win. No, but he didn't call a second technical. Rasheed's death stare just wasn't good. Maybe he stared at him with the ball. That'd be intimidating. Number 7, Grant Hill and Reggie Evans. Because we got a rare 2 for you. You see Grant Hill and Reggie Evans is not having any of this ball. And as he's complaining, as he's doing the Macarena, Grant Hill just gives him a little love tap on the ball. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, look at Reggie Evans. He just gives him a tap. And then Grant Hill just, number 3. I mean, this is just perfectly normal. Just boys being boys. They even walk off the court laughing their asses off. And Reggie Evans is not having
Wow, that's just funny.
as he's complaining, as he's doing the Macarena, Grant Hill just gives him a little love tap on the butt. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, look at Reggie Evans. He just gives him back. And then Grant Hill just, number 3. I mean, this is just perfectly normal. Just boys being boys. They even walk off the court laughing their asses off. I'll be here all...
Oh god damn it. My god. This guy should honestly, I feel like in the game they should impulse put the players at their proper positions, because Ben Simmons a power forward. Point guard, he's a 6'10" power forward. When he's a 6'2", you know, point guard or like a 6'5", tell me, okay, when he shrinks a lot and just becomes a point guard, hey, he's a pure freaking slasher here. He's no freaking, you know, playmaking shooter. He's a full-blown pure slasher. Why? Okay, 6'10", by the way, against 6'2s. Like, imagine him playing Muggsy Bogues. He would be a almost 7-foot point guard against a short-ass guy, against a 5'3" player. Yeah. I'm assuming this.
So please don't leave. But again, don't see the problem. I mean, this happens in locker rooms across the country. Warning, I'm about to show you a video, and if you watch it, you'll never be able to forget it, and you'll never look at Anthony Davis the same way. Ready to watch? Here we go, and what is this? Yeah, this is real. I don't think I'll ever be able to get Anthony Davis's tongue out of my head. And I know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Number 6. The man really doesn't deserve a name. I have no respect for him. Because we see here Andrew Bynum is standing as JJ Barea goes to the basket, and he just hits him with a flying elbow. That seriously could have done some real damage. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on JJ Barea at all, but the man is like 6 feet tall. Andrew Bynum is 7 feet tall, and looks like he's capable of eating someone that's JJ Barea's size. I mean, come on. You're a professional basketball player, and you have the body of Eli Manning. So, of course, Bynum is immediately...
Oh wow, I got 16 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists.
He takes off his shirt as if he needed another way to prove that he's the worst human being ever. And I get that I'm ragging on him a lot here, but it's just that when you're at your lowest, your true character really shows. The Lakers have just been to the NBA Finals 3 straight years. This is the 2012 playoffs, and they got swept. And since life wasn't going Andrew Bynum's way, since he was getting embarrassed on a basketball court, he decided to take it out by almost killing me. So yeah, I just want to say that next time when you go to your local McDonald's and you take a tray of food from Andrew Bynum after he brings you lunch, don't feel bad. The man deserves to be where he's at. Number 5, John Henson. So this is actually one of my favorite moments in recent NBA history. And I'll explain why in a second. Let's just watch this happen right now. Yup, so Matt Barnes gets massively swatted by John Henson. And then John Henson has like the lamest tough guy face I've ever seen in my life. The dude was like 160 pounds soaking wet. And he just blocked Matt Barnes in a meaningless basketball game. And he acts like this is game 7 of the NBA Finals, and he just blocked Michael Jordan and doesn't seem for the chance. I don't know, it's just a hilarious moment. And it gets even better because this mean mug face actually cost John Henson his 2nd technical foul. So he gets thrown out of the game and continues to become something of a wrestling supervillain. Literally just basking in the fact that he got thrown out. But yeah, Matt Barnes is like a man just completely trying to show him up. So he's not ejected from the game, but he just gets subbed out and instantly just starts running towards the locker room. So a ton of security people and team officials start chasing him because they think he's gonna go kill John Henson. I mean, I would not want to mess with Matt Barnes. John Henson may be an overtime, but apparently those are just rumors. He was actually not looking for John Henson. Instead, he had actually just gotten a text from his kid saying that Derek Fisher was with his wife and they were doing something called Netflix and chill. So you can understand why he put a little text on.
That'd suck. You're playing a full NBA game. Alright, you're in an actual, like, you're a professional NBA player. And out of nowhere, you get a text from your kid saying, yeah, my mom is making love with someone else. My mom is cheating on you. That would be the worst thing to just hear. Okay, now my mom isn't cheating on her husband, but just to hear that, you know, your kid texting you saying that their mom is cheating on their biological dad. Like, they were loving, but yeah, it turned out that that was just a whole lie. I just hate that when you find that out. It's like, yeah, mom's doing something that we've never heard of, but you might have heard of it. It's called Netflixing and chilling with them. I don't know if it was another player from a different team that was supposed to be playing them another day, or what, but... Oh, I should have stopped. If I had stopped there, I would have scored. I would have scored there, because look at how open I was. I was in the wide open. I was in the clear there. Wow, Norman Powell. Did you not? Fun fact, Norman Powell is now the greatest three-point shooter on the Raptors. Yeah, that's actually a fun fact. Powell. 3, 2, 1. You better make that. Yes. And it didn't give me an assist. It's because he had to actually make some movement before. It would suck being J.R. Smith Jr. because it literally your name would be J.R. Smith Jr. Boom, baby. Off dribble threes. You want to know a quick way to get some easy points? Always go off dribble from the 3-point line. Especially if it's from an area that you've never practiced in. I'm kidding. No, if you want an easy way to get threes, always try and get your ankle breaker badge. Get playmaking good. Get ankle breaker a lot. Like, practice ankle breaking. Okay?
John Henson. I mean, I would not want to mess with Matt Barnes. John Henson may be in overattention, but apparently those were just rumors. He was actually not looking for John Henson. Instead, he had actually just gotten a text from his kid saying that Derek Fisher was with his wife again, and they were doing something called Netflix and chill. So you can understand why he put a little pep in his step as he got out of it. Matt Barnes, Derek Fisher, and Matt Barnes' unnamed ex-wife that I don't know. Clearly, one of the greatest love triangles of our generation. Number 4, Russell Westbrook. Alright, so to be fair, Russell Westbrook does not get ejected here, but I mean, come on, this is pretty awesome. Because in a move for players everywhere, Russell Westbrook actually gets back at the refs by throwing a basketball at one of their heads. Again, Russ becomes the victim.
Alright, now... That wasn't an easy way to get points, that was an easy way to go for assists. I'm not...
We've already established the ball does in fact not bounce. Russ just threw it in the general area of people, and the ball chose to smack a referee in the face. That's not on Russ, that's on the ball. And the ref. Clearly you're doing something wrong if the ball wants to hit you in the head. I'm just saying. And yeah, Russ does get a technical foul here. He's pretty upset about it, understandably, because it was not on purpose. And then it's great because he just puts his hands in his face and just begins to cry uncontrollably. And yes, he really cried.
Damn, bro. That kind of sucks when you cry of sadness because you got a technical. Okay, if that didn't go in, then I would have not known how you get a point in this game. Because I had an open play on that. I got the ball. Now that's another play that you can do. Just make sure your team gets gets a lot of reach-ins, you know, stuff like that. Make sure they get a lot of out-of-bounds balls. And then you just need to, like, you know... NBA championship. I actually went with one of their champions hats, not the ones like that say, not the ones that they were receiving after the win from like one of those kind of spectators. I don't know if it was a spectator or if it was like, it was just one of those people handing them their shirts and their hats. And like the hats that they all got, not the Drake ones, because there was two. There was the Drake hats, which are OVO hats, because yeah, OVO makes Raptors hats now, I guess. He doesn't, like, OVO doesn't make them, just Drake kind of designed them because I think he's a partial owner of OVO, but I don't know. I might see how much an OVO shirt is. But I don't think I'd get an OVO shirt because those things are probably expensive. But they are nice clothes. They're all black stuff. How did I miss that shot, okay? Not only did I make him completely need a map to find where the hell I was, but also, I confused myself, and I had an open plate, but instead of my guy deciding to lay it in, which would have been the easiest way, and probably the way that we would have won that point, but also, I decided not to get my bar up. Because of course I expected that would be a layup. And if you don't know, in this game layups have a 90% success rate. Alright, so I don't know if I have any actual tips on getting points, but my way is like a lot of side and step backs. A lot of Hardens, you know? Him with that double step back.
That is a true fact. Number 3, Tracy McGrady. So unfortunately, this video doesn't have a lot of context, but I'll provide that for you. Just know Tracy McGrady is on the Orlando Magic right now, and in this game he scored his 10,000th point. But as he scored that 10,000th point, he realized something. He realized I have 10,000 NBA points, and I've never made the second round of the playoffs, and I probably never will make the second round of the playoffs. So he just, went to work and kicked the basketball into the stands, which is actually pretty ridiculous because I'm pretty sure a professional athlete kicking a basketball like it's a soccer free kick right into these stands that are full of people is actually pretty dangerous. Okay, you're right. It's actually just really fun, especially because the ball somehow makes its way back onto the court. And so as he's getting let off, T-Mac sees the ball, catches it, and then puts it back into the stands. And ironically, T-Mac got fined $10,000 for these kicks. Number 2, Charles Barkley. So we see here that Pat Riley.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. It doesn't matter if you screw up your field goal percentage as long as you get that free throw. Like, if you can make 2 free throws, then like Russell Westbrook, he doesn't score many more than 20 points a game, but he gets a triple-double. Like, he is a triple-double machine. Alright, which is great. He gets the assists, he gets the points, he gets the rebounds. But I see him getting that many points, and I'm surprised, though. He's not only an MVP, but a full-on, like, superstar, okay? He's a superstar player, point guard, great player. But the only issue about him is that he might have all that, but he doesn't have one thing. That's his own shoe deal. I don't even know if he's sponsored by any companies. I know that he has like a Mountain Dew kind of contract. He had that a while ago where he was in a commercial, but being in a commercial doesn't mean that you're getting like bank from that. I mean, yeah, a lot of players do make tons of money from ads. So he was in a Mountain Dew advertisement a while ago, a couple of years ago. He was in a Mountain Dew advertisement that ended up becoming really funny. I just got a personal phone, which will probably end up getting me subbed off.
Delivering the news to us right now. Taking a break from.
That's from. I didn't even know that was possible. I found out there's a hotkey on your PC where if you hit F, then it full screens a video. Yeah, I got him with that 3% contest. I was going for Ibaka there, but you know what? Serge Ibaka, shoot the goddamn ball. Make the shot next time, please, because I need that. Like, my main goal is to get at least 2 assists per game. Maybe 3, maybe 4. But I want, by the end of this game, to receive 1 triple-double. Which will be when I get my rebounding to max, when I get both rebounding. And I start guarding centers. Or just, you know, don't guard people who can shoot. Alright, let's go. Ibaka! Get it! No! Ibaka! I get it, you got heavy contesting on you. But bro, I have more points. But I do rebounds and assists combined. Which will not be surprising later on in this game. Alright. Ibaka! Alright, that came. Blame on him, okay? That was all my fault in that situation. Nope, I don't want to get a 3-second bio. Let's go. Maybe I can, you know, get the ball back, pass it immediately to a player with some college skill, and then...
His normal job as leader of the Mafia. And Riley shows us this infamous Charles Barkley incident, where Chuck gets angry and spits on a little girl in the stands. Now, since then, Chuck has said that he wasn't trying to spit on anyone, even though there was a guy who was harassing him all night just standing 10 feet away. And even though he turned towards a group of people and defiantly spit at them, Chuck claims that he wasn't trying to spit on anyone. I do not buy that, but at least apparently this incident changed his life because he spit on a little girl, and that kind of made him think, hey, maybe I need to calm the f down. So no matter what LeBron says, I don't blame Chuck too much because, you know, spit happens. Alright, if you didn't leave before, I understand if you leave now, but we're almost at the end. Just hold on for a little bit. And number 1, Dennis Rodman. So watch for Dennis Rodman here. As you can see, he's just freaking out horny. I think he's yelling about a potential 3 seconds. I mean...
I 100% smothered him there. Like...
To be honest, I'm not really sure we never get the full answer. It doesn't matter. What matters is that Rodman gets the first technical foul of his career. Did I say first? I meant 10,000. And so to protest this technical foul, being his 10,000th, he wanted to do something special. Rodman sits down on the court. Just sits down, a silent protest. And somehow that's enough to give him a second technical foul. If anything, the man was just... I mean, to be honest, I'm not really sure we never get the full answer. That doesn't matter. What matters is that Rodman gets the first technical foul of his career. Did I say first? I meant 10,000. And so to protest this technical foul, being his 10,000th, he wanted to do something special. Rodman sits down on the court. Just sits down, a silent protest. And somehow that's enough to give him a second technical foul. If anything, the man was just removing himself from the situation. But these refs, they're out to get these guys. And you wonder why people cheer this Russell Westbrook threw a ball at the refs. Though I gotta say, I lost a little bit of my pity for Dennis Rodman when he took his shirt off. I'm not sure what it is with guys who get ejected just taking their shirts off, but can we please stop this trend? It just makes you look way worse than you already did, especially if you have a body like Andrew Wiggins. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel and you like this video, I'd love to subscribe.
Who left the player open?
Videos like this. I have an NBA What If coming soon that's gonna be awesome. Hint, hint, it's What If Magic and Bird played in the modern NBA. But yeah, I think you'd really enjoy subscribing to this channel, and I'd love to have
Give me that. I got an assist on,
Thank you so much for your
ow.
help. And as always, have an awesome day, not two, and cool bad news.
Oh, it's 99 yet. Yeah, I tipped that pass.
What's up, guys? Mike here, and today we are looking at
10-2 run in the past 48 seconds. Let's try and break that real quick, okay? Gasol, score me a point. You didn't give me an assist. Alright, now I'm not going to give you any more points. Alright, first of all, I end their scoring run. Second of all, I finally got an assist. I have 1, 2, 3, 11. Maybe I can get another steal. Alright, give me the starting position soon. I want to go to, like, a contending team. Like, I know that you're not likely to get this, like, starting position when you average only 10 points a game and a couple of assists, but, you know, when you... I played in the last bit.
absurd calls in NBA history. Now, you know, we all give the NBA crap from time to time because sometimes the officiating in games is just a little questionable, just a little. And sometimes the refs do make several horrible calls in a row and potentially decide playoff series. Cough Kings Lakers, cough Heat Mavericks, cough Bucks Sixers. Was that discreet enough? But yeah, so this isn't a conspiracy video. We're just looking at the 12 worst calls of all time. These are horrible. Trust me, you're in for a treat here. So let's just jump into the video. Number 12. I guess somebody fouled him. You can see that at the time, real life was actually pixelated, not like the high definition world we're living in today. And we see Keon Doolin get the ball, spin, and then draws a shooting foul from his own teammate. He literally just spins and runs right into Marcin Gortat, who just puts his hands up like, I didn't touch him, ref, and somehow that confuses everyone. Refs are so used to just calling NBA history. Okay, so we don't have to say that much about this one. Just watch as Damian Lillard spots up like 5 feet inside the three-point line. He drains the shot, and the referee somehow calls it close enough, and they didn't even review this. So that actually counted as a three. Insane. Number 10. Are you kidding me? Here we are, Raptors down 6, 25 seconds left. Kyle Lowry spots up for a three, bangs it, looks like he gets fouled, and they call an offensive foul on this? How? So yeah, watch, his leg does kick out like the slightest bit, but that just looks like that's his natural shooting motion. I mean, he's catching it, spotting up, fading away, and yet they call an offensive foul, and then call a technical foul on Lowry, and he's out of the game. So instead of being down 3, and he should have had a free throw because that was an N1-3, the ref just goes, nah, Raptors, the Kings have had enough struggles in their life. We need to give DeMarcus Cousins something, some kind of break. So get out of here, Kyle Lowry, which is just so dumb. Like, the ref really made a bad ball, and then he
I hope that when I get my Gatorade contract, I can start, because I know you get, like, you know, incentives and stuff, and you get, you know, some good stuff. I'm getting Terrence Ross. I'm gonna do a lot more research on the NBA, of course. Right now, I'm just kind of searching up, like, the basics, like, the superstars. I'm gonna be searching up a lot of the, crappier players as well, guys. Don't worry. I'm not gonna, like, oh, yeah, Pascal Siakam. Now, I know most of the players, good and, like, known and completely unknown around the NBA from the Toronto Raptors. In the way of any other teams, I know very few. Okay, I know very few other starting fives. I know, like, the superstar starting fives that look like if they don't win the championship this year, then that's just gonna be sad. I'm kidding. Of course, at the end of the day, the amount of, you know, how good you do and how likely you are isn't based off of how many, you know, like, if you're an all-star or superstar or Hall of Famer even, it doesn't matter on how many championships you've won. There's superstars, former superstars, and even Hall of Famers such as Steve Nash, who have never won a finals. I don't even think Steve Nash has even made a finals game, okay? Like, that's just disappointing. But, like, Anthony Davis, a superstar who plays for the Lakers right now, currently has no rings. Currently, as in he is going to get one at the end of the season when he absolutely wins the finals, but, you know, that's another story. Westbrook, you know, these people are predicted to be future Hall of Famers and are currently superstars, you know, like Hall of Fame caliber, yet they've never won a ring. James Harden, you know, one of the best three-pointers in the league, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. If you asked me a few years ago, I would have said that he is the most well-known in the league. Like, not only is he one of the best three-point scorers, but he's also, as a matter of fact, the absolute best. Or, not the best. One of the absolute hardest to guard. Him and Kyrie are two of the hardest people to guard in the world, according to the players. I don't know how to exactly fade away, but... Alright, let's go. We're down by only 3. Actually...
Kyle Lowry by giving him a technical foul and throwing him out of the game. And Lowry was just running away. It's not even like he was screaming or in the ref's face or saying anything. He just ran away in disgust. Number 9, that high five was violent. So we're in the first round of the playoffs. Reggie Evans goes up for a shot, gets fouled, and then somehow gets a technical. No one knows why. So let's just look at this. So after the play, Reggie Evans goes, yeah, Blake, high five, got fouled, nope, technical foul, a little too hard on that high five, a little too much bragging. Seriously, everyone's in disbelief, and they should be. He just got a tech for giving Blake a high five. Or maybe they just called the tech on that horrible 10 minutes of ball and severe combo. Just not being lazy.
Okay. I get my first 2 of the game. Wait, I just realized. It's like, I'm just standing there. My defender's in the paint. Probably because he knows that I have a horrible field goal percentage. And I'm going to go for a 2, right? Nobody is drain a 3. Not even realizing, wait, I'm wide open. However, I'm from the corner, which my corner 3-pointer is equivalent to Kawhi Leonard trying to dunk, to Muggsy Bogues dunking on Manute Bol. It's never going to happen. Oh my dear lord. I got an offensive rebound there, but I got blocked and absolutely destroyed and lost my career twice. Okay, like, I officially have -2 careers. Alright, quick ISO. I missed the 3. I think if you call a quick ISO, though, that means you have to move up. Or the fact that... I don't even know. Maybe a quick ISO is just something that you would recommend. Like... Alright, so let's try this. A quick ISO on this dude. Alright. Quick ISO. Alright, that means that none of your teammates will come back on you guys. until somebody drips a point. That is what I'm going to strategically do now whenever I'm facing up against any players who don't have a great point guard. Alright, so DJ Augustine, who's the guy that I was just up against for this quick ISO, I'm going to be guarding him. I'm just going to be like quick ISO. His team won't come up against me. Quick fadeaway. I missed that shot, but I feel like that's going to be the way that I'm going to be able to gain my possession in this game and score. So, of course, I'll try and get a couple points here and there with an open ISO, but like... Alright, there. I'm going to try and get 3 more points. No, Marcus, I get it. You're a center.
Winner of this video is this kid who I guess is in disbelief about the call, but really just looks like he saw a naked girl for the first time. Number 8, he started it, so moving on with ridiculous technical foul calls. We have Vince Carter walk up to Mo Peterson and just slap him in the face. Now you might be thinking, like, that should be a technical foul. He just slapped the man in the face, which I would understand. I mean, the two apparently are friends. This was a friendly kind of thing. But he just slapped a grown man in the face. But let's just watch as Mo Peterson just goes, hits him back, slightly hits him back, and he gets called for the technical foul. The ref just completely makes Vince go, slap the guy in the face, and he responds with, oh, he gets called for the tag. He just freaks out and gets thrown out of the game. You gotta love it. See that fancy great control of the game. Number 7, ref Scott Wyatt. So here we have the Timberwolves and the Spurs, and Richard Jefferson drives to the basket and gets fouled by Darko. I mean, he slid right in front of him. This was a foul. I don't know why Darko gets so angry, but man, he's mad. Which sets the scene for this. Corey Brewer reaches in on Manu, gets called for the foul, and then everyone just loses their temper. But it's not like anything's too crazy. But referee Ken Howard instantly called the tech on Darko and the tech on Brewer. Again, Darko...
Alright, so I'm against Markelle Fultz, a guy who actually has potential of beating me in a quick ISO game. Who's supposed to be on him besides me, alright? If you see somebody that's wide freaking open, when I say wide open, I mean wide open, alright? Alright, I'm going to pass it to Thomas, receive the ball back, and then I'm going to pass it out to Hollis Jefferson. He's going to pass it in. I'm going to go like this. I missed my shot, so I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to start chasing him down. Markelle Fultz. I'm going to literally give him a wide open 3 because none of my teammates decide, hey, help defense is something that's called existing. Oh, that was a horrible idea.
The Pistons are up 3-2, and they're up by 1. This call literally swung the tide. Kareem made both free throws. The Pistons went out to lose this game, and then they went out to lose the NBA Finals after losing Game 7. So if this call does not happen, the Pistons win one more NBA championship. Seriously, this is probably the worst call in NBA history. I mean, the other ones might be worse in terms of just like a worse call overall, but this cost a team a win. Come on! And Pat Riley even would later admit that this was a horrible call. So the coach of the Lakers was like, yeah, thanks NBA. You guys the call is made on Marcus Camby, who just cannot believe it, obviously. Even if the intent on this call was that they were calling Marcus Camby for fighting through the screen, which would be a bad call in itself, somehow Joe Crawford said that Camby fouled Nash, who was actually dribbling the ball at the top of the key. Nice job, Joe. Nice job. Did you watch the match? Here we go. Suns again. We see that Steve Nash drives. Maybe he gets fouled by Matt Barnes. Maybe it's clean. I can't even really see from these angles. You gotta wonder, does Joe Crawford have some kind of like secret crush on Steve Nash? Seems like Nash is getting a lot of calls here. I think Joe Crawford was just betting on Steve Nash to win the MVP every game. Conspiracy alert. But yeah, so Matt Barnes is called for the foul. Picks the ball up.
I know you should have shot it.
And Joe Crawford's like, get that thing out of my face. Technical foul. What? Next time you want him to get on his knees, pull out some wrapping paper, wrap it up, put a bow on it, and be like, here you go, sir. What do you want from me? The man just handed you the ball. People give him a... Number 2. Was that a lap? Oh, you're rejected. So we got the Spurs versus Mavericks, and I'm sure you guys all knew this was coming. So Tim Duncan drives to call for a questionable offensive foul. I mean, it happens, whatever. The insane thing is, on the other end, Jason Terry's taking a free throw, and out of nowhere, Joe Crawford just starts calling a technical foul. And he pulls
How I missed that? It was in the net. It was in the net and came back out.
in disbelief because, as everyone was later confirmed, he wasn't really saying anything. He was just watching the game and laughing at how bad that last call was. But don't worry, that will not be the last of the ridiculousness of this situation. Because this is in here, this is like, I'm an NBA legend. This is ridiculous. I'm just gonna keep laughing and clapping because Joe Crawford is just out of his mind. And so, because he continues to laugh at Joe Crawford loses his temper, loses his mind, and calls Tim Duncan for a second technical and throws him out of the game. Throws him out of the game for laughing. Insane. Insane. And if that wasn't enough, there are reports that Joe Crawford was challenging Tim Duncan to fight him. Joe Crawford's like, what, 5'10", old, fat, you name it? Tim Duncan's like 7 foot tall, laughing at him like a big old bald head out of my face. That's more like horrible impression. It's so bad. Here he is yelling at a ball boy, flipping out because he says the spot wasn't light enough, and then telling him to get out here and calling in a replacement. The man is on such a power trip at all times. People say things about Donald Trump, but if Joe Crawford ran the United States, we all get ejected to North Korea for laughing at him on Twitter. Number 1, Joe Crawford takes things to the next level. Now at this point, we've seen Joe Crawford make several questionable calls, but all those calls have been on players, you know, the ones that should be playing the game. But here, it's 2005, Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Pistons are up by 3, and then, yeah, Joe Crawford just gets a little excited and just takes out Davy Jones. Literally just stomps him to the ground, and then calls a foul on Chauncey Billups, who's just standing there. What is this? Literally, you just see him crash into Davy Jones. I mean, I'm laughing, but this could have cost the Pistons the game in the Eastern Conference Finals. Luckily, Detroit did go on to win it, but you know, let's just watch a clip of JJ right here. Let's just watch as JJ puts all of our frustrations into action and tosses the out of Joe Crawford. It's like, Joe Crawford, get on the ground, son. JJ is a hero. You didn't love JJ before this? We all need to praise his name. And before we wrap things up, let's just stick with Joe Crawford for one more second. Let's have a tribute to the man, that he's such Joe Crawford.
Climate appreciating anybody that plays right. If you're going to do this, if you're going to rap, you have to know the rules. You just can't go and pass your state tests. You have to constantly stay on the rules. The preparation before a game is very important. Getting on the same page of what we're trying to accomplish that night. Officiating is just like anything else. Constantly you're trying to look and improve.
And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Really fun to make. You guys really seem to enjoy these, and I just love making them because the NBA is just full of ridiculous moments, man. So if you want to see anything else like this, comment down below suggestions, baby. I use my voice. I never understand. But yeah, if you're new, I'd love if you subscribe. This is a basketball channel. We're making basketball videos for maybe the rest of my life. We look at basketball history. We do basketball what ifs. We look at basketball conspiracies. We do books like this. We just have a lot of fun here, guys. I promise. If you sub, we're gonna have a whole lot more fun. But to everyone who's supporting me, thank you guys so much. 500K, it's insane. The support has just been unreal. Seriously, thank you so much. It was always have an awesome day, my dudes, and to that.
Sandra, I've got great news. I'm retiring early. Darren's gonna handle your investments from now.
So, all those high fees you've been charging me help you retire early?
Well, I can't say.
Well, I've got some news too. I'm switching over to Questrade. I haven't been working all these years for your retirement. Or yours, Darren.
What is up, guys? Mike here, and yes, the face cams have returned, which means from now on, you can expect face cams on every single one of these videos again, on every single second channel video. In other words, what I'm saying is now you're kind of stuck. And so, with that in mind, we're going to start off this video right from the jump with just two absurd facts. Now, both of these facts will be explained in greater detail later, but for now, I just...
I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Peace.
And so, back